Hello and Happy New Year. By now most of you have made your New Year's resolutions, as is common for most Americans. You've planned ahead, you've thought about what is going to change this year compared to last year. But how many business owners have thought of doing just that? Not very many. So today we're going to be talking about strategic planning. That's what it's called, for small businesses. Most people think of strategic planning as related to big businesses. I think not. I think a solid strategic plan can benefit a small organization even more so. And today I'm going to teach you just that. Strategic planning is all about growth and development of your business. One can have a long-term plan of 5 years or a short-term plan of 1 year. Personally, I think a short-term plan is the way to go. It gives you an opportunity to look at your past year's experience and re-evaluate how you performed and make subtle course corrections for the new year ahead. We talk about budgeting. What is that? It is the ability to be able to plan your expenses for the next year. So take a look at your profit and loss line items. All of the expenses that you have spent during the past year, everything from A to Z, and put a target budget for each line item. If you're not sure how to do this, what you can do is take an average of the past 5 years, divide that into 5, and come up with a number for each item. So we're talking about advertising, payroll expenses, insurance expenses, product expenses, anything related to your spend. The second talking point is marketing. What is marketing for you? Do you have a marketing plan in place? Who is your target market? Has your target market shifted? If so, what are you doing about it? How competitive are you compared to the people in your business? Think about that carefully and put a plan of action together to capture that target market. Because without it, you don't have a business. Talking point number 3, sales and new business development. Do you have a plan of action? One of the most important engines in any organization is having a strong sales team. Being able to capture not only your current market share, but expand further on that. Remember, the point is to grow your business, and you need to be able to reach beyond your market share. So think about exactly who your target market is. Think of exactly what they're looking for and how you can provide that service to them. In addition, think about your competitors. What are they offering? And how can you make your product or service different from theirs? How can you differentiate your product line from theirs? It's one of the most important things that you can do for your organization, so think carefully about it in the year 2011. Talking point number 4, re-evaluate your resources. Yes, I'm talking about the people that are producing and those that are not. I know it's a very difficult point because you have feelings, you've got relationships, you care about the people that work with you, but the bottom line is that the survival of your company depends on those that are actually bringing the money in. Re-evaluate those resources and make that tough choice. It's a difference between your company surviving or your company staggering based on laggards. Talking point number 5, set clear operating guidelines. It is important that you have clearly defined ways of doing business, and this should be in writing and communicated with your staff. It's important that everybody understands what they need to be doing in order to make your company progressive and productive. Make sure that not only do they understand it, but there's a written copy that is signed by each employee so that once again, everything is communicated across the board and there's no misunderstanding. Talking point number 6, weekly staff meetings. It's very important for your right hand to know what your left hand is doing. So communicate problems that you've had in the past week and come up with solutions so they do not happen again. Remember, it's all about being proactive as a manager. And being able to resolve these problems is probably one of the most important things in getting everybody to understand what you expect from them and how problems like this can be resolved in the future or even avoided. Highly recommended. Talking point number 7. Train, develop, and empower your team. It shows that you care and the rewards are immense. You have an individual within your organization that will rise to the top beyond your expectations. Believe me, it's very important that people know that the company cares about them. It's a difference between giving 100% or giving 60%. Talking point number 8, research and development. Do you allocate money to R&D? I know it's an expensive proposition to some, but the reality is that the dividends can be amazingly productive and rewarding for you. We're looking for innovation to be part of the American culture. What research and development does is that it puts you on the cutting edge of the product or service you're providing and allows you the ability to think outside the box, come up with solutions, and be ahead of the competition. So I encourage you to create a strategic plan for your business today. It's a proactive approach. Your company will benefit, your organization will grow, it makes you a proactive leader versus a reactive one, and you will gain the respect of your employees. Trust me, I know. I'm Michael Robinson, and thanks for joining me.